You have definitely experienced bad UX before. That one app that made you want to throw your phone because nothing worked how it should. And then there is a good UX, the kind that just flows. Everything feels natural, fast, and satisfying. But what actually separates good UX from bad UX? In today's video, I'll show you real examples, design demos, and simple rules to help you spot and create better user experiences. Hi everyone, my name is Ashika Dharaya and welcome to another video where I'm actually going to break down good UX and bad UX. I know a lot of people know what is good UX and bad UX, but there are a lot of things which I want to consider in this video. So without delaying, let's get into the video. So before we actually start with good UX and bad UX, I want to first explain what exactly is UX. So quickly, I'm not going to take too much time on this. So actually UX, the full form of UX is basically user experience. Actually completely different from UI. UI is user interface and UX is user experience. Today we are actually only going to talk about UX and there's nothing related to UI in this video at all. And it's all about how users feel while using the product. Okay, and how easy to navigate, how easy it is to complete the task they want to complete, and how easy it is to get the results. So today we are not going to talk about how pretty an app looks. We're going to talk about how it works. So it's actually about functionality. There is nothing related to how pretty or beautiful or how colorful we can make application or website. It's about UX. So let's start with good UX and bad UX. So first, I actually want to explain what is bad UX with the live examples. It will be very easy to understand good UX after you understand bad UX. So what exactly is bad UX? Okay, so I think it's very easy. So the definition of bad UX is that it's when everything is confusing. Okay, and everything is asking for attention at the same time. And you don't know where to look at, you don't know how to start your task, and you don't know how to finish your task. That's a bad UX. And the whole design is actually making someone frustrated, someone not happy, and they just want to leave that place on the spot and go to some other site and complete their task. This is actually the definition of bad UX, and actually bad UX makes people frustrated instead of happy while using it. And I actually want to explain this with two examples which I have, and these two sites are actually the kind of sites which I have gone through and I have seen people going through the same situation. And there are a lot of sites like that. There are a lot of applications like that. So let's go through these examples. And I really want to point out certain points which are actually not making sense at all, but I don't know why they are still there. And they're existing from so many years. And these kind of designs are just like that. There is not even a one single change that has been happened on these kind of sites. Okay. So the first example we're going to see is like the Mahanagar Guest. This is actually if you want to book like online gas pipeline at your home, then you can contact these people. Then you have to go to this site. Then you have to do the whole form submission, and then you will get the bookings. And this is actually the kind of a site I have gone through, and my family also has gone through that. A lot of my friends have also used it. And whenever I ask them what kind of experience they had, it's actually not good. Okay. So first, let me open the site. Let me quickly open the site, and then we'll start with all the UX problems they have in the site. Okay. This is the site. Okay. So first, have a look at this site. First of all, have a look at this site. Do you find anything good at the first glance? Everything is misplaced. Everything is a big mess for sure, and everything is asking for attention. I think there are a couple of problems which I want to find out and I want to explain so that you also get the understanding of how bad UX can be and how these small problems can actually add up as a huge mess. I think the first thing is there is like too many required fields. Okay, there are so many things going on, on the site, and I don't know where to look at. I don't know where to start. I have also shown this kind of site. Someone is actually coming on the site for the first time. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to create the account. They really don't know how to start this. Feel too many fields, and they are also not designed properly as well. and it's asking for too much information, and user may drop off before even completing. When I actually used this site for the first time, I was like, what is this? What exactly I am using? I don't know. I actually had to see a couple of YouTube videos, you know, to finish the task which I have started on this site. So like for sure it's not good. Mandatory, I would say. Too many fields are not necessary for sure if someone is actually coming on the site for the first time. And the second problem, I would say lack of field clarity for sure, right? The labels on the field are not clear. It will actually confuse users and they will drop off from the site immediately because the labels are not clear. Is like the OTP or the verification code, all these labels are very important to put properly so that they can enter everything properly. And there is also no hint for anything on this site as well. The third thing I would say, there is a poor error messaging, and also if error appears only after submit instead of during input, that is also not good UX, right? For example, I am creating an account and I want to add a password. We always get this message below the field that your password is actually not correct. You have to make 8 character of password and it should include all these things, right? But if it's not properly explained to you, how you will actually going to create it? I have filled the form and I want to submit the form, and if I submit the form, while submitting they are saying that this is not correct. People are getting confused, they are wasting their time before. So there has to be an error message on the field whenever you are entering something or typing something, or your user ID or password or any such details, or your numbers or your PAN number or anything. The message has to be there that this is not correct. Another problem, I would say, the password hidden problem. Okay, this is actually something which everyone can see. Like, I want to do the login. Okay, for example, you can see this. Like, I cannot see my password. Okay, this is actually a very big problem. And I have seen this kind of problem before as well. So that's why people put that eye icon on the end of the field so that people can switch on and off the password, so that people can see password and then hide the password. So if someone is actually entering a wrong password, they don't know they're entering a wrong password. That's also a problem people face. So it creates a lot of problem as well. And another problem, I would say, there is no progress indication. If someone is actually doing registration or someone is filling the form, they can't see anything where they are going and how many steps are remaining. There's always a progress indication bar on the top whenever we are filling the form or we are doing something, or if it's like a survey or anything. So this is also something which I have seen. It's missing on the design. Another one is, I would say, the bad layout for sure, because everything is like cluttered and nothing is clear on the screen for sure. Everything is very inconsistent. There's inconsistent spacing and there's confusion, and there's confusing grouping as well. The icons are very big. The font is also not clear, and it leads to a clutter and distraction. Or another problem I find on this side is like there is a mandatory login. Like, if I visited the site and I've logged in right now, I have to log in again after 2-3 hours. If I'm busy somewhere and I'm doing my work and I finish the work and I want to again come to the site and I want to finish the task, I have to log in again. Actually forcing account login, which is also not good. And there's no option as continue login, like save login or anything like that. So I think these are the kind of problems which are very important to address. And I think whenever we do redesign as well, whenever we pick up, for example, I'm a designer, for example, I want to pick a task to redesign something, I need to first see how the site functions. I need to see the features first, right? Another example I would say is that IRCTC is the site. This is how it's looking. Okay, and the people use this site to book train tickets. Problem I would say is that slow loading. So that is also a problem whenever you try opening the page and it takes a lot of time. Okay, it will start with the error problems. Confusing inputs for sure. The inputs are not clear and everything is like asking for attention. I don't know where to look at. So there's a poor mobile responsiveness in this site as well. And they do have an app for sure. And they do have an app also on the Play Store and App Store. and a lot of people have it and we use it as well. So application is still fine, I would say, but if I compare the application with the website doesn't have a good response. The buttons are not with the proper size as well. The buttons are not in proper size. They are too small to click on. So yes, these kind of problems are there. So this was all about the bad UX, and these two examples are, I would say, the best example for sure if I wanted to explain the bad UX, because if you want to experience these site, please go ahead and experience it, because they always bring out the worst version of someone, because it's very tacky, it's very confusing, and the process is not smooth. The example of bad UX. So let's jump onto good UX and see how good UX can actually be very good with the experience, right? I want to experience. So first, what exactly is good UX? So quickly, if I explain this, like everything feels smooth and the button works perfectly, and people enjoy using the app instead of getting confused. That's a good UX. That's the most simple example I can give. So let's start with the examples. So I have two examples over here. First is Airbnb and another one is Spotify. So I have opened the site over here. So both are actually open side by side. So first I want to start with the Airbnb, okay? I know everyone knows what Airbnb is all about. And I think the thing I like about is that it's very clear and prominent. This reduce cognitive load, and visitors don't have to haunt for how to start. When they enter your site, they can just see what I have to do. They know what they have to do and they just do it and they leave. That's the good UX. So for example, when you type in where, Airbnb suggests cities, right? Neighbors like cities, neighborhood, etc. This helps users get correct input fast, okay, and avoid errors. This is what users need, right? And the data is there. They type it and the information is there. Visual hierarchy, and there is also a minimal distraction. I can't find the distraction in this one for sure. The important elements are there, everything is placed properly, all the important elements are highlighted properly with a good visuals. On mobile and desktop, the layout is amazing. Nothing to worry about. I think we're actually going to finish good UX very quickly, because you get the difference what I'm talking about, right? Like you can see the sign up and login easily. You can see the help center easily, act as a very good navigation. When you have the similarities as other sites, it will be very easy to understand, right? There is a strong branding, the colors, the font, everything is very properly. It feels like inspirational. People don't want to leave the site, they want to search it, they want to fill the task and they leave. So here we have the Spotify, right? Same as Airbnb, right? It's very prominent and consistent, right? The navigation is really good. If you can see, the left sidebar has a very clear labels, right? Like a home, like a search, like homes, search, your library, everything. So people don't have to worry about it. And this persistent navigation means users can quickly access major sections. There is a strong search functionality for sure. It's very easy to search, very easy to find things, and whoop, things are good. And playback controls are also very nice. The icons they have used is perfect. People can actually understand it. They don't have to worry about it. Everything is clear, right? The hierarchy, elements, everything is clear. So you don't have to worry about it. Spotify designs avoid overly bright colors and they have actually avoid overly bright colors or clutter in their design. So their focus is mostly on dark tones, and it's letting the music content itself take center stage. You have built the website for a certain purpose, right? And your purpose is should be your center of attraction, should be your center stage in your design. That's the whole point. That's about the good UIs, I would say. And I hope you understand what I'm actually talking in this video. It's not about only pretty stuff, but it's more about how it can actually give a functionality to a particular design, right? Now you have seen how small design decisions can make a huge differences, right? Between a good UX and bad UX. And we have seen that right now. The application you have right now in your phone, most of these applications are having good UX. That's why you're using them. That's why they are in your phone. And that's why you want to again and again open them and use it. And a lot of designers are actually redesigning these kind of stuff as well. And they are posting videos
and they're posting videos and putting out as well. And people are also appreciating their work because they're actually making functionality super easy, which is very important. I hope you have learned something from this video, and I hope you have understand what I'm trying to point things out, because it's very important thing. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.